respected dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, distinguished guests, and vibrant students, welcome to Synapse 2526, a spectacular convergence of knowledge, innovation, and inspiration, hosted by the Department of Management Studies, Pondicherry University. I am Alan.
And I am Joel. We'll be truly delighted to be your host for this morning. We extend a warm welcome to each and every one of you gathered here today.
Today marks the beginning of a remarkable journey filled with transformative ideas, visionary leadership, and pioneering discussions.
Synapse stands as a long-lasting industry institute interface event exclusive to the students of Pondicherry University since 1991. This iconic event serves as a crucial platform for students to explore and engage ideas, aligning their aspirations with contemporary industry practices.
This year too, Synapse promises an engaging lineup of 5-panel discussion covering diverse domains including finance, marketing, operations, human resource, and entrepreneurship.
Now let us take a moment to celebrate light, the symbol of knowledge, hope, and new beginnings. The traditional lamp lighting is a gesture that marks the start of every auspicious occasion at Pondicherry University. I request our respected dignitaries to kindly come forward and light the lamp, signifying the dawn of wisdom and inspiration.
I now request our faculty coordinator, Professor S. Riyasuddin, to kindly felicitate our HOD.
Good morning to all. It's really a great pleasure to stand before you to invite one of the flagship event of the department, Synapse 2526. I'm R. Venkatesh Kumar. I'm a faculty member in Department of Management Studies. The legacy of the department for others, those who are on the dais and off the dais, it is one of the first department established at Pondicherry University with more than 550 students, and we are offering programs like MBA, MBA DA, and NAP BBA, and PG Diploma in Disability and Rehabilitation Management, along with the research degree on management. So we have 4-5 programs, and also we are the affiliating departments take care of all the affiliating colleges within our campus. If I consider the Department of Management Studies over the years, we built a reputation of one of the best managers, producing best managers, and serving to the society through our best managers. The people who are occupying positions, the companies always feel very happy to come back again and take the students. Every year we have a reputation of repeated professionals from corporate. They come and support us through the placements or various other activities. The most important part to understand what is the reality of corporate life, we need to have corporate interaction. So Synapse is one such event. To understand what is the reality of corporate, we need people from corporate to teach. I remember one of my professors used to tell, if I am given 10 crore, what will you do? Will you retire or will you do your MBA program at Harvard? So I remember I will do MBA program at Harvard because my classmate may be, tomorrow he may be Pepsi CEO. I have the privilege to call them, hi, how are you? So I remember some of my friends used to say that they get orders over the desk because they are from the same alma mater. So always we give a lot of respect for our alma mater and many things that is happening because of corporate interaction. So Synapse, I remember, is now almost more than 20 years. We are continuously hosting the event with panel members serving from different parts of country and different functional domains. They come and share their experience to our students to understand what is corporate life and what is corporate expectation. Also, it gives immense insight for us to develop our own curriculum. If I remember, we are one of the leading department. We have taken a lot of initiative from corporate, and almost every stream I could see that more than 25-30 electives are slowly getting offered. We fine-tune our curriculum to the industry requirement based on these kind of activities. I take this opportunity to welcome our beloved Director Studies, Educational Innovation and Rural Reconstruction, Professor K. Dharnikarsu sir, to the event. Whenever DMS needs any help on any corner, sir is always there to help us and support us. Every moment I remember, he used to call us, even whatever be the schedule, he always used to call us and clarify what is the requirement. Thank you, sir, for your time. Next, I am very again thankful to our chief guest, Mr. Siddharthan. Siddharthan sir is known to us for decades. I remember we used to pull him in literally into TCS when he was with the TCS to our campus for campus placement. Sir helped in many corners, right from placements, program development. I got a lot of insights for our DA program, and he always supports it. I know that at some time he used to work in Australian timings. So when I call him, he says, I am in Australian time. Maybe my day is getting over by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I know that I'm very thankful to sir. I always used to get a lot of support from Mr. Siddharthan sir. Thank you, sir, for your time. Thank you. I'm very happy to extend my heartfelt welcome to all panelists who are agreed to spare their invaluable time to share their corporate expectations and prepare the students towards a professional career. The most important thing is I always consider if somebody they share their time to our students, that is the best benefit the students can get. That is the best support the students can get. I always say that I can earn money at any point of time, but I cannot earn my time. So if somebody is ready to spare their time to others, we always have great respect for them. So I always, personally also, I have the great respect who are ready to share their time and to shape the young bloods. I take wholeheartedly thankful to all the panelists who have spared their time. Also insights for our students to understand what is corporate life. This year the theme, Catalyzing Viksit Bharat, Synergizing India, Academic for a Future, Ready Economy. As of all of us, we know that we have a very tough corporate world. Our industrial atmosphere is so tough, and we need to understand what is happening. So one side we have companies which are doing layoff. Another side, some companies are recruiting. One side, companies, they are asked to shut down their operation. Another side, companies are asked to relocate their plant to other countries. And I remember yesterday when I read the news item, I could understand a company like TCS ready to spend 12,000 crore to lay off the people, send them out from the company. 12,000 crore is not a small money. I remember our university, we can run at least 12 years with 1,000 crore every year as a budget. So the company industry expectation is such a very critical level, unless otherwise we prepare ourselves for a critical corporate life. How do we prepare ourselves? That is the motive of Viksit Bharat. So government is putting a lot of initiative. Even our university, last 3-4 days, they are doing a kind of training program. How do we develop a future-ready economy 2047? So on this front, I take again wholeheartedly my sincere thanks to all the panelists and also the student team. Always we used to respect a lot of things from our student side. You people make a difference. So you have to always give a kind of support, whatever be the faculty members are doing. So I know that initially the whole thing was prepared by Dr. Kasi sir. Then suddenly I was asked to take over as a head of the department. So as a functional part, I am taking care. But I know that conceptualizing part, Dr. Kasi sir and Dr. Riaz might be the good source to tell you. Then We have our Dean, Nadarajan sir. So I always have the privilege to go to him because he is my professor's classmate. So always, whenever I go to Nadarajan sir, I always have the feeling that I'm meeting my teacher. I always have the privilege. I never used to see him as a colleague. I always see that NP sir version 2, we always used to say that our professor name Ramanathan might know very well, N. Panjanathan sir. So I always used to go to him as a version, Panjanathan sir, whatever, he is a contemporary of Panjanathan sir. So I always, whenever I go there, I always get the support, whatever required, whatever be the support required for DMS. Sir, thank you for your time again. Again, I'm thankful to Dr. Riazuddin and the team of students. They are putting a lot of efforts day and night. And I don't want to say any other word better than that, thanks. So thanks is the word which I couldn't find a replacement. So they have done a lot of activities. So if I praise Riaz, I always consider I praise myself. So I don't want to do it. I know that he will do more than that, Professor Riaz. I always consider Professor Riaz as an ex-serviceman. So once you give the task to Dr. Riaz, you need not look at back. So the soldier knows responsibility much better than a civilian. So I always give that respect to Dr. Riazuddin. Okay. Kasi sir, even though he is not HOD right now, but always, we never consider him as HOD, always we say Kasi sir. So he always gives that freedom to call us Kasi sir. If I remember, if somebody is of age very different, they will be always considering why you call me by name. But as far as I am concerned, I know that he never objected me. I always used to call Kasi sir. Dr. Kasi always helpful to all the endeavor of our department. Again, I welcome you to the thing, sir. Student chairman, you have a great job to do because you have to organize so many panels, so many guests from various parts, and the people travel from all the way. I said, when they spare one day for us, that is most important thing what we can get from other person. So naturally we have to give a lot of things. You have to manage them, you have to bring them, you have to get their appointment, you have a lot of activities. And I am wholeheartedly congratulate to all the team members, hospitality team, to stage arrangements. Night I saw that they were here. Almost every student, they are putting best of their effort to manage the show better. Also, it is a good opportunity to interact. I always say, interact with the corporate people and get to know what is reality. I learned a lot of things. So I sat with Mr. Karthikeyan. I spent some time with Mr. Karthikeyan. I understand how difficult is a life of a businessman. So we see one side of a businessman. He may share what is the other side of the businessman. When I see Ramanathan, I understand Ramanathan, even though I can call him Vada Poda, close friends. But I understand the other side, how it is difficult to manage a big business, shuttling between different places. Also, he is doing a lot of activities on finance side, continuously reading one side, other side managing business. So all the people, they have their own learned experience from their life. So spend time to understand, that is more important. Okay. So I take this opportunity again to thankful to all the faculty members and Dr. Balakrishnan from our other department by banking technology who has come here, and all the faculty members. Thankful to all of you. Okay. Thank you for the opportunity, sir.
Thank you, sir, for those gracious and motivating words that set a wonderful tone for the morning. Moving forward, let's meet the guiding force behind Synapse 2526, an air veteran and professor at the Department of Management Studies, Pondicherry University. He brings over 23 years of expertise in HR and organizational behavior, a true mentor and the backbone of Synapse, whose commitment makes every success possible. We now welcome Professor S. Riazuddin to introduce the theme and context of Synapse 2526.
Respected dignitaries, distinguished speakers, esteemed colleagues, and dear students, it is my privilege to stand before you today at Synapse 2526, an event that embodies the essence of collaboration between academia and industry. Every year, Synapse is a confluence of ideas, dialogue, and knowledge sharing. But this year, theme takes us a step further. It asks us to look at the role we must play in shaping the destiny of our nation. The theme, Catalyzing Viksit Bharat, Synergizing Industry and Academia for a Future-Ready Economy, is both timely and aspirational. As many of you know, Viksit Bharat is a vision of transforming India into a developed nation by 2047, the centenary of our nation. It is called to action, a reminder that development is not a passive outcome, but a collective mission that requires foresight, innovation, and partnership. But development is not a milestone that arrives at its own. It is something we must catalyze. A catalyst speeds up the process that is already underway. And in this case, the catalyst must be the synergy between two powerful forces, that is, industry and academia. Academia provides research, talent, and critical thinking. Industry provides application, resources, and real-world momentum. Together, they form the ecosystem that can take India from emerging economy to leading economy. This year's panels we have carefully curated to reflect the multidimensional nature of this journey, that is Viksit Bharat. In finance, we ask how innovation in green and digital finance, inclusion, and new technologies can fuel India's growth. In marketing, we reimagine how India can present itself as a global brand while staying rooted in local realities. In human resources, we focus on people, building a workforce that is skilled, adaptive, and inclusive. In entrepreneurship, we celebrate the synergy of and energy of Startup Bharat and its role in driving innovation even from Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. And in operations, we look at how sustainability, smart system, and supply chain resilience can power the growth of our Bharat, India. Each of this is a piece of larger puzzle. Together, they help us to understand what it will take to reach the vision of our country 2047. Our students, this is not a seminar, just a seminar or a lecture to attend. It is a glimpse into the world you are about to step into. You will be the leader, the innovator, and the professional who will carry forward the torch of Viksit Bharat. And for our distinguished speakers from industry, your presence here is invaluable. You not only bring expertise, but also inspire the next generation to dream bigger and act bolder. As we begin the Synapse 25-26, let us carry this theme with us, not as a word, not in a banner, but as a question I hope each of you will be able to answer by the end of this event. What role each of us play in catalyzing Viksit Bharat? Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for unveiling the thoughtful theme and context of Synapse 25-26.
There is a person who has always been a strong pillar of support to our department and our students. A person of humility, dedication, and quiet strength. Someone whose work speaks volume. I request our chairperson, Mr. Vamshi Krishna, to honor Professor Arkash Lingam, Dean, School of Law.
Most respected, honorable director, respected Dean Sir, distinguished Chief Guest Siddharthan Sir, and my dear colleagues, and my dear student friends. I am very happy to be here. I am very honored to be here in the inauguration function. First of all, I have never thought that I will be invited to the dais and they will put a chair like this. Sir was telling some time back, the inauguration we should not prolong for some time. We should shorten our inauguration so that you are not supposed to talk much. That is what he has started in the initial version. Then I have told Riyazuddin sir, sir, our Dean sir will talk, anyhow he is going to talk. So now I am taking quantitative papers. I find no time to talk to the students about the general subject. So please treat me as one of the speaker so that though I have to address welcome talk, you please give me some chance to talk so that I will find something to talk. So that I was telling in the beginning. So by thinking that now I think he has given me this opportunity that shows his kindness and magnanimity of Riyazuddin sir. Now first of all, see, as a school, as a management school, I feel we have to do certain things. See, for example, first, we believe in delegating. So whenever some task is given to the faculty member, we used to give full freedom. So this time also, their full freedom is given to Riyazuddin sir. He has executed all these things without putting much effort, much difficulty or problem to the head of the department, whoever it may be. So he is a much dedicated person that everyone in the university, they know about that. Then we also believe that as a faculty, we should give further delegate, we should give full opportunity to the students so that they will show their potential. Sometime back when I was meeting director sir about TEDx, so I said it is purely executed by the students. He said, please give freedom to the students, sir. In fact, they will do better than us. That is the word given by Tharanikarasa sir that time. So we strongly believe in it, whether it is, we have many HODs in front, or whoever it may be, we strongly believe in that. We have to give freedom. That is why we are keeping the student chairman every time here. In fact, the student chairman, he is elected. He is not just a person, he is elected person. So he represents the student. We give the leadership opportunity to the students. So that is why he is here. That is repeated this time also. Now when we come to the topic, two things it is having. Number one, Viksit Bharat. From the beginning, from my childhood, we have studied India is a developing country, India is a developing country, India is a developing country. How long will you talk about the developing? I was thinking how long we are going to talk. When we will come to the developed stage, that feeling I was having for many years. Probably many people might be having that same feeling. That is why our Prime Minister has introduced no more a developing Bharat. It is going to be developed Bharat. So we have, earlier we had one scheme called India at 75. So that is after the 75th year of independence, what we have to do. That we have initiated, but that has expired. So no more developing, we should become a developed country. How we are going to become a developed country? When this title, when Modi ji has brought in, that time Tharanikarasa sir was the Vice Chancellor in charge sometime. He has called for a meeting. Right, as a director, I do not know. He has called for a HOD's meeting. That meeting he was telling, He was talking about 3 countries. He was telling, whether he remembers or not, I do not know. He was telling, okay, he was talking about Korea, he was talking about West Germany, he was talking about Japan. So how these countries developed? When these countries can develop, why not we? That is his thought. Then I went to the books, I went to the different places to find out how these countries, 3 countries developed. Then one thing is common, that is, all these 3 countries, they have used the technology. Now we take Germany, they are superpower in technology. If you take Japan, technology. In Korea, technology. So now I come to a conclusion. Only by implementing technology, only by taking technology to the business, business can develop, business can thrive, business can survive. Otherwise, it cannot survive. We cannot compete. So we have to put technology as a partner. Then only it can develop. Okay, fine. Now I will come to that little later. Another one is, now America is terrorizing. I will put 100%, 200%, that tariff, this tariff. What we have to do? As a business school, what we are going to do? So that thinking made us to develop the last year Synapse, that is the localization of business. Which means we have to produce whatever we require. Whatever required to be produced. We have to produce whatever required. Whatever required, it has to be produced. Let us not import and let us not export. Let us be ourselves is a self-reliant country. So that has made us to develop that concept. Now let me come back to again Viksit Bharat. Now further I was thinking, America is a developed country. Who are all the people? Then how it has become developed? I have seen the list of presidents. Starting from George Washington, Adams, Jeffersons, all they were the signatory to the Freedom Conference. They are all freedom fighters to the country. Since the 3 presidents who are all from the freedom fighters, they have given utmost importance for the development of the country. That is why they have made the US developed. And further, when we have seen the companies or the industries, now if you take developed companies, right, which is a developed companies or big companies in America. Earlier, when you take market capitalization as a measure, Apple, Nvidia, and Microsoft. What are all the companies? These are all the technology companies. Look at the rich people. The people who are involved are the owners of the technology companies. They have become developed. They have become richest. Now recently, in India, Indian origin gentleman, Arvind Srinivas, right? He has included in the list of richest people. Who is he? He is the owner of Perplexity. So now I am searching, today also I have searched, who is the richest person among the 10. Richest woman in India is Roshni Nadar Malhotra. Who is HCL person? Again in the field of technology. So, now that is where we can develop. See, I am an old man. If you ask me to do involved in technology, I may not do that. But you are all young people. You can do better in technology. Now, if you want to make India as a developed country, India may be a big country, you may be a small person. But the big country depends upon small people like you. Alright? So if you contribute everybody individually, individually, by using your potential, we have to make use of these people. That is our resource. How we are going to make use of that? So that is why when you look into the other side, localization, right? If you go to the Sivagasi, they have used the local people to develop crackers, to develop matchworks, right? That is the popular there because they have a lot of people. They have used that. Right? Now if you take the Coimbatore, they have used the whatever they have produced, that is a cotton. That is why Coimbatore developed. Now Coimbatore, they have used not only the people, at the same time they have used technology also. They have used whatever they have. They have very good colleges. They have used all. So that is why Coimbatore developed. So Coimbatore, no more, Coimbatore region, no more thinking about small. Small will not survive. See now our own SKM, they have supplied eggs to the Doha World Cup, Football World Cup. That is the official sponsor. So our countries, our companies, they have become global companies. The best example is Aratai. So now it might replace WhatsApp after some time, right? So now the NVIDIA, that I didn't talk about, that is a technology company that has weakened even Apple. Now same technology GPU is produced in India, it is available to India, right? That has come from very, very rural place, Tenkasi. Soho, which is located in Tenkasi, they have produced a GPU with GPU-based search engine. So now, see, we are on that platform. We are, with respect to technology, we are also top. Right? Our company is also playing at a big role in the world level. So, now my request is, we are all having resources, you are all having potential, you are all good at technology. Now, if you use that technology, for the development of our own country, like Israel, they have used their own country technology, everything, to produce whatever they want. Everything they can put a ban on him. They can put a ban on him. But you cannot stop their development. You cannot stop their development. Now, the America might torture us. I will say torture us. But they need to know they have failed. They could not do in the Vietnam War. In the Vietnam War 1973, they have withdrawn. Small country they have defeated. They could not do their work with respect to Fidel Castro. Small country. They know that they are good at tourism. The America has put a ban not to go to that place, but they could not stop. Then their own Americans, they went to Cuba for tourists. They have utilized whatever they have. That is why they have survived. They have become developed. So they fought the competition very nicely. So this is the aim of this theme. That is why we have to make our country as a developed country, no more developing. To make country developed, it is in their hand. So let me request everybody, let us put our hands to make India as a developed country. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for your heartfelt and energetic words. Your constant support means a lot to every member of this department.
We have a scholar with us whose wisdom and dedication continues to guide the academic excellence of our school.
I request our head of the department, Professor R. Venkatesh Kumar, to kindly felicitate Professor P. Natarajan, Dean School of Management.
Thank you, sir. We now invite Professor P. Natarajan to share his thought with the gathering.
Very good morning, one and all, guys.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Indeed, it gives me a great pleasure to stand before you and share some of my insight about one of the memorable event organized by DMS year on year for the last 25 years. Though the DMS has been established way back to 1986 as a nucleus department of Pondicherry University, they are rocking continuously. And again, one of the classical instant is this one, Synapse. Last 25 years, they are consistently organizing the industry interface event. First of all, my kudos to the entire team who are organizing that event very nicely. The only thing which satisfies everyone is to see his photos or videos in a lucrative manner. No? In that way, I feel really happy and accept my hearty greetings to every one of you who involved in that, in designing. So really, kudos to you all for creating a wonderful video about all the guests. Really, it is a very pleasant memory in our life. So that you have created, that is one of the indelible mark of the Synapse 2526. I can strongly say it is one of the indelible mark of Synapse 2526. With a lot of pain, the whole organizing team, including the Riyazuddin, who is the coordinator of this year program, meticulously executing the events. The most respected president of this occasion, Professor Dharnika Rasusa, the Director of Studies, Pondicherry University, and the chief guest, Dr. Siddharthan from TCS, who are continuously supporting our School of Management, especially the DMS, consistently, and other dignitaries, the resource persons who have spared time to come over here and share their valuable ideas with our students and try to establish synergy among them. Professor Catalyzing said that when someone is giving time to us, we have to give them red carpet treatment. We have to give them red carpet treatment because giving time is not because of want of time. It is because of want of mindset. It is because of want of mindset. We people, ordinary people, most of the time, we used to say, I don't have time. But whereas these guys, the resource person, who are working as an institutional builder for the companies and equipping the corporate sector, and they are sparing time to come over here and interact with you and create a kind of liaison. So, as a student, you must be very grateful to them and you have to listen to them and you have to make use of them in the form of establishing the interface effectively. Then only the annual Industry Institute interface will be very successful. And the word synapse is really a wonderful coinage of the event. No? Synapse, as I said, the nerve cells in the brain, they are communicating themselves in such a way in a junction. That junction point is called synapse, wherein they interact each other and conveying information. Here on the one side industry is there, on the other side students are there. And their neuron cells are talking each other and it transmits some information and they are grasping it and thereby our students are able to get into industry and placed well. So this is the ideology of the program icon word synapse. So that the brain cells, nerve cells are communicating themselves every day in lakhs of times. Imagine, lakhs of time. That should be the speed. That should be the speed. Again, your Professor Farmer Head Catalyzing said about technology. Yes, no doubt in that. Technology is the need of that. It is one of the great inputs. And why? What for we are using technology as an input? Mainly to gain speed, perfection, then scaling. These are all the unique features of using technology compared to other input factors. All input factors are essential, including time. But technology helps to scale up our performance and it helps to ensure precision. It helps to ensure the time savings. It helps to ensure the perfection in anything and everything. That's why technology is very much essential. And that's very lately we have identified the technology as a factor of production. Whereas when comparing to the developed nations in the world, they have identified the technology, time, cost, information as the factors some 25 years ago. That's why they became developed country. Catalyzing again unusually said, we have been calling India as a developing country. The reason is that because we stopped as input only with the 4 factors, land, labor, capital, organization. With that, we stopped and we studied a lot about that. We have not extended it. But the current environment, the business environment tells about the value of the four factors: time, technology, cost, information. So in that perspective, technology again helps a lot to get everything, to attract all other factors also. That is why we are living in the techno environment. And a lot of technovations are taking place. And every day, day by day, changes are happening. And we have to update ourselves, otherwise we will be unfit for the industry. So this Synapse event, by means of interacting with the industrialist, you will be able to know what the industry wants. Accordingly, you can equip yourself. And by means of equipping yourself, you will be able to fit into that. Sir, for all our industry friends, our school is one of the unique school in the campus, having more than 2,000 students and 160 research scholars. We are consistently imparting knowledge, skills and value sets to our students. Knowledge, skills and value sets to our students. Thereby, we are making them as competent person. Competency building is the crux of our school. We are working for that, and we have developed a mantra: competency, compatibility and creativity. So these three C's are the slogan of our School of Management. First, we are working for ensuring competency in all perspective. Again, competency is the composite of three things, as I said: knowledge, skills and values. That is also very equally important in the present day context. But unfortunately, last 15-20 years, we forget that the third factor, values. So that is why all confusion, chaos are ramping, and it collapses the even development or growth. And now only we realize the importance of considering ethics and values also. And that's how corporates are trying to involve in CSR activities, working for sustainable development goals and everything. And corporate response and actions are very lucrative in the present day context, having seen the SDG goals. Again, only 5 more years are there to achieve the SDG goals. A kind of holistic attempt is being made as far as India is concerned, and Indian corporate sector is very well adhering the advocates of SDG, Sustainable Development Goals. And so from that, what I would like to say is corporates trying to understand the values also. So student friends, don't think that we need only knowledge and skills. We have to have values also. Then only you will be able to showcase yourself and then see that you will be retained by the company. Otherwise, you will be thrown out. As he said, the layoff is taking place continuously in corporate sector. In that case, you will be unfit. So first you have to develop your competency and then make yourself compatible to the environment, to the changing environment. Then only the coexistence will be there. Compatibility refers coexistence, ability to coexist. You have to coexist whatever be the situation. Whether it is a risky situation or uncertain condition, you must be compatible, for which you need a certain set of skills. What is called the basic skills. And again, there are the basic skills and the professional skills. When you have a set of basics and professional skills, you will be able to become a very competent person. Thereby you can compete and you can coexist easily. So compatibility. And then once when these two things are there, automatically you will be able to spare your time for creativity. Creativity is the order of the day. We have to make innovation. Innovate or perish is the mantra in the present day context. So at this juncture, as a student of DMS, every one of you should remember 5 eyes. 5 eyes, not this eye, 5 eyes. You have to ignite yourself, you have to initiate yourself, and then you have to involve yourself in all activities and actions by participating in the events like Synapse. I do not know how many of you are fully involved in that. Once when you are not taking part in that event, and as a silent spectator, later on you will be feeling. Here I would like to use the word Zoomer slang, FOMO. What is a FOMO? FOMO. Fear of missing out. So don't gain that. Don't have that kind of attitude. Fear of missing out. You have to involve yourself. And thereby, this event will become a very grand success. So, this involve and imbibe. Whatever, wherever good things are there, you try to imbibe. That should be your motto. So, when you are imbibing skills, knowledge, and other things, values, definitely you will be able to continuously making yourself as competent. You will be never become unfit in any situation. Come what may, you cannot become unfit. You will be fit all the time. So that should be your aim or motto. When all the 4 I's are there, automatically you will be innovative also, rather than imitative. Indians are known for imitation, but those days have gone. Now necessarily to achieve the Viksit Bharat, definitely we have to make lot of innovators. We cannot make or mold the innovators. Innovation is something should come on its own. So for which we have to activate the brain cells, right side of the brain. So thereby innovation will come. And at least we have to have the curiosity to do things newly, novelly. So innovate or perish is the mantra. Innovation is making a trivial change in existing things. When you are attempting it, definitely you will be able to make innovations, not necessarily in the form of products, processes, products, ideas, methods, whatnot. Everywhere we need kind of innovation. And thereby we will be able to contribute our best in the form by using our creativity effectively, and with which India will stand at the top level in the global innovation index. Right now there also we are lagging. In global innovation index, our rank is very low. So when these hindrances are there, hindering factors are there, how do we expect a Viksit Bharat? 2047. 2047 is the year of you, not for us. I am a boomer generation. Perhaps Dharnikar sir may be X generation, others may be Y generation guys. No? And you people are fortunate, you are Z gen guy, and who really during your period this miracle will happen. It will become a developed nation, and you will be the beneficiary. Whether we are here or not, you will be the beneficiary. So you will be visualizing your Viksit Bharat right now. And when you are started visualizing now, automatically you will be able to contemplate in a right perspective and think very creatively and come with a lot of innovation. That is why this kind of events, student events, are very much essential, and it is being encouraged by the universities and the colleges very much, especially in the MBA curriculum. And thereby the organizing ability of the students are being highly motivated, and we are making ourselves to involve in the event tasks. Just sitting here to prepare the video, it's not a simple task. So much of time, efforts, money, coordination, again among the people, everything will come. So there itself you are learning all the functional aspect of management. Planning, organizing, directing, coordination, control, everything will come by carrying out the event. This is a way of learning. I can say even it's a play way of learning management. That is why our university as well as School of Management is also giving much emphasis invariably to all the department to organize this kind of industry interface event with utmost importance. Thereby, students will be able to gain good exposure. They are able to showcase their proficiency. Once when you are able to showcase your proficiency, you will be fit for industry. And then you can gain some experience. And once when you are developing your expertise, you can rock. Now you will be a rock star. So you have to get into that level. So that is why, friends, understand the two words, two concepts, proficiency and expertise. Those two things are two eyes. So we have to develop proficiency on the one hand, on the other side we have to develop expertise. So when these two things are there, you will be the most wanted person in the world. So we have to dream like that. So automatically that dream will come into reality. With this message, I am really very happy to congratulate the department of the students of DMS and the faculty members. With all coordination and support, you are guiding the student force in a proper direction. As I said, this year theme, there's a Viksit Bharat, Catalyzing Viksit Bharat. Again, it has to start from the academic institutions only. That is why our university is taking all pioneering efforts in promoting the concept of Viksit Bharat in the form of infusing the idea in the young minds. Because the entire country is depending on the youth force. That youth force must be rightly guided. They must be rightly directed. And we have to show them a right path. Thereby Viksit Bharat will become a reality. It cannot be a myth. So it will be a reality. In order to make it as a reality, as an academic institution, with our partner industry, we will be able to do our best and see that Viksit Bharat will become a reality. Thereby, again, ultimately, you will be the beneficiary of it. When you are working for that, definitely we will be bringing synergy, which in turn creates a kind of win-win situation. Keeping in mind involve yourself in all the activities of Synapse and see that fine-tuning can be done even in the 11th hour by means of your involvement. Do that. Thank you one and all. I'm happy to congratulate once again. Thank you.
To present the message on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, I now invite our respected Director, Professor K. Taranikaris, to kindly read out the Vice Chancellor's message.
Yeah, good morning everyone who are present here. Now I would like to read the message from our Honorable Vice Chancellor. Namaskar, Vanakkam, greetings to everyone gathered for Synapse 2526. It gives me great pleasure to note that the Department of Management Studies, the very first academic department established at Pondicherry University, is hosting yet another edition of its annual Industry Institute Interface event, Synapse. Over the years, the department has been a cornerstone of excellence, consistently nurturing talent, promoting research, and preparing professionals who contribute vastly to both industry and society. And along with the department, Synapse has also evolved into one of the most vibrant and intellectually engaging platforms of the university, a space where academia meets industry and the ideas turn into opportunities. Although I am unable to be there in person due to some commitments, I am very happy to extend my artful wishes and warm greetings to all the participants, panelists, and organizers. This year's theme, Catalyzing Viksit Bharat, Synergizing Industry and Academia for the Future-Ready Economy, is both timely and visionary. As India moves towards the goal of becoming the developed nation by 2047, it is essential that our universities and industries work hand in hand, exchanging knowledge, fostering innovation, and developing skills that align with the nation's growth ambitions. To the students, I would say, make the most of this opportunity. You have some of the finest industry leaders here. Engage with them, ask questions, and observe every insight. Such interactions are what transform academic learning into real-world capability. My best wishes to the faculty coordinator, student organizers, and every participants for the successful conduct of Synapse 2526. May this event continues to strengthen the bridge between academia and industry and inspire each of you to play your part in building a Viksit Bharat. Thank you and all the very best. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for reading the Vice Chancellor's message, and a heartfelt thanks to Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P. Prakash Babu, for his inspiring words that truly motivates us to strive for excellence and uphold the values of Pondicherry University. Steering the institutional strategic direction and academic growth is not an easy task, but this person has made it his daily routine.
I now request our faculty coordinator, Professor S. Riyasuddin, to kindly felicitate Professor K. Taranikaris, Director of Studies, Educational Innovation and Rural Reconstruction, as a token of gratitude and respect. We now request Professor K. Taranikaris to share a few words with us.
Yeah, good morning everyone again. So it was, I was actually called for the chief guest, presidential address in the valedictory function. Since our Vice Chancellor is out of station, so I have to do the dual duty today. Because in person I have to represent him. Since he is not there, I have to represent him. Also, I have to read his message. So it is really, always I am really happy and pleasure to visit management department, because the whole world is led by you people. I can understand wherever I go. The ideology, strategy, that is very important in the case of army, that infantry goes first. They strategize, and then since I am son of army man, I can understand. It is like a strategist. You are all strategists to take the whatever the organization you lead. So in this way, I am really happy to be part of this. So first, let me also greet whoever is here. Respected Dean, just now he has left for the other commitments, Professor P. Nadarajan, and our today's chief guest, Mr. R. Siddharthan, MD, Accenture, and head of the department, Professor R. Venkatesh Kumar, and HOD, Professor Kasilingam, and the theme introduced by Dr. S. Riyazuddin, as well as the coordinator of this Synapse 2526, and the student chairman of Synapse 2526, Mr. Rampelli Vamshi Krishna, and all the HODs, deans from other department, and the professors from the department and from other departments. I could see also Mr. Balaji Ranganathan from Head Audit Wells Fargo, and Mr. Bhavit Sethi from Business Head, Siemens Technology, and Mr. Ramanathan from Freelance Investment Analyst. And also I could see the Mr. Robert Rajasekaran from Balaji Railroad System Private Limited. So taken that time and visit here, I could see a director of Sri Mappillai Vinayagar Group of Companies, Mr. Karthikeyan Balamurganandam. So good morning everyone. So it is, as I told you, this industry institute get-together is always a platform for the students to organize themselves to be a budding manager, and how to manage the things. So it is they are going to have a fond memories how they organize the 2025 in Synapse, and also it is a good opportunity for the student to interact with the industrial experts, and it is a kind of training given by the teachers for the students. So I am really happy to be part of this. So when I say they said few words, so it is I cannot control by few words. Definitely, I know this is getting a delay because the inauguration is taking more time. But still, it is the presidential address. I should speak more on this because the theme itself you gave, Catalyzing Viksit Bharat. Catalyze is basically a chemistry word. They took from chemistry. Being a chemist, I know what is the meaning of catalyst. And second thing is Viksit Bharat. Professor Kasilingam mentioned about when I was, in fact, just I took over as the Vice Chancellor in charge. Our Professor Gurmeet Singh has superannuated. I took over as Vice Chancellor in charge. I remember in 2023, in November, that time only the Viksit Bharat 2047 was introduced in a big way. So when Honorable Prime Minister introduced it, they told every governor of that institute, of their state and union territories, they should call all the vice chancellors and then discuss about them, give the briefing to the students, conduct the meetings with the students, also give the small talk about this. So suddenly it was kept in front of me as I took over as the Vice Chancellor in charge. Those time only I called for the HOD's meeting. I gave the introduction about the what is the importance of the Viksit Bharat 2047. I remember still, I quoted the Japan model as well as Korea model because in those countries only I was there. I was there for two years there. I know what is the meaning of the Viksit for their countries. So it is, as all of you agree, management means it is not the written rules where we have to do like this. So we have to assess the situation and the model, whatever they adopt in Japan or in Korea, it may not be same to us. So we have to devise a different model for, that is the true crux of the management. So, Viksit Bharat, we have a definitely Herculean task to reach this. In fact, today morning I saw one video. It is sent by one of my friends. So, whether our country will reach the developed state. Indirectly, they were asked whether we can reach that concept called Viksit Bharat. So, definitely, their argument is definitely we can reach it, but without having compassion, we cannot reach it. That is the message. If you want to really, it is not only the we are planning for the $30 trillion economy. We can have the $30 trillion economy also, but without having compassion, without worrying about what is really going on, how many people are affected, we cannot really reach that level. So, whatever the concept, it is in the global level. When it is introduced in India, we have a different issue. Even the management model that works at US, that may not work for us. So it is really a very difficult task because we have a wide variety of problem. Even Japan and Korea, they have the same type of culture, only one language. It is very easy for them to think and then to tell. I still remember when I was in South Korea in 1996, they found that the big-sized frog was numbers were increased. So government informed all the citizens that you have to eat frog to reduce the frog population. They started eating. Frog population reduced. So this is the single language, same culture, but we cannot do such things in India. We cannot preach. We cannot dictate. So our country is different. So, and even if you take even Japan also, they said we have to be we have to reach this leading country, developed country. When I was there, I understand that every citizen there, they felt that we are not the normal human being. They indirectly they feel that we are all like Devadas. They said we are all like Devas. So our culture should be more, our words and culture as well as the activities should not, it is like a low level. Always it should be the higher level. You can see all those people, the Japanese, they don't do very cheap type of work. They always do the higher level because their culture itself, they feel that, so we have to do very decent job. We have to, even during death, they don't cry. I attended some of their funeral. they don't cry. So, and also they come with even the coat in the during the funeral. So that is their culture. So there are many advantages and disadvantages every culture. So we have to think about our culture and how we can improve and reach this Viksit Bharat. So why I am telling all these things is, whatever may be the goal, but it is you are going to do it. It is you are going to implement it. So without your support, the nation cannot reach this Viksit 2047. So it is our task in front of us is we have to think about inclusive development, we have to think about the sustainability, and we have to think about good governance, we have to think about zero poverty and 100% good quality school education and universal literacy, high quality, affordable, comprehensive health care. Like this, these are all not easy task in Viksit Bharat. So we have a long way to go, but still, if the population, that is younger generation, is very high, the moment we decide we can do it, we can easily do it. No other nation have this type highest number of young population, the Yuva power. So with this, definitely we can do it. So you are all part of this. Yes, definitely we are all also part of this. And you could see the 2007 to 2025, because we are all seeing this. Everyone accept this. What was our salary in 2007 and what is the salary today? You can easily distinguish, and you can see how we are developing and how our GDP is growing, how our economy is growing. It is definitely, we will reach this. Many people predict not even 2047. Before this, definitely we will reach this. With this positive note, I thank everyone for inviting me. I thank one and all for organizing this function. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, for those insightful and inspiring words. Your leadership truly motivates us to think ahead and act with purpose.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for one of the most anticipated segments of the day, the keynote address.
We request Professor K. Taranikaras to felicitate our chief guest, Mr. R. Siddharthan, Managing Director, Accenture, India.
Please join us in welcoming Mr. R. Siddharthan to deliver the keynote address.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning. So, respectful folks on the dais, professors, my coach, guide, mentor, respected leaders on the hall, and students. I know I'm between you and the most awaited tea break, right? We are what? What time it is? 11:48, right? So I was supposed to finish everything by 11:30, but I know it's 11:45. So between lunch, I mean, not lunch, it's too early for lunch, but between tea and this one. Those who are sleeping, you have a choice to continue to sleep or wake up, okay? I did see a few folks working till 2 a.m. in the morning in the hall, making sure that it is in a much presentable state like what it is right now. And I know a lot of people are moving in and out, so you have a choice, either to call them back inside and wake up or to. Okay, so morning right after around 9:30 when I met Professor Yasuddin, I said, I'm going to be disturbing your proceedings. I said, I'm going to speak for maybe 5 minutes and open up the floor for 10 minutes questions. He said, no, as a chief guest, you don't have a right to ask students to ask questions to you, okay? So with all your respect and you have your outgoing HOD and incoming HOD, Can I have that session? Can I ask the student ask questions? Okay, I know they don't have a choice, but let's keep it there. I did tell, I forgot her name, Sri Varshini to arrange for a couple of mics. Yeah, thank you. Okay, you guys are there, good. I'm sure you have told your classmates to have questions ready, because I didn't have a PPT, but then I decided to scrap that PPT because I don't believe in PPTs. I'm a disruptor throughout in my life. Because when my father said you have to go to engineering, I said no, I'm going for medicine. But didn't score enough marks, but I convinced him to send me to Loyola College. Did my BSc in botany, because that time, after first year, not after first year, after 3 years, you have a direct entry into MBBS degree. But then at the end of first year, I've decided that I'm not going for medicine. Second year, I've decided I'm not going to do MSc in botany. When I about to finish my third year, I had a serious dilemma. Should I continue this, or should I continue, what should I do? So luckily, DOMS did announce the result about 4 weeks later than BIM announced the results at that point of time. So I got selected here as well as in a couple of other schools of management in Tamil Nadu, but then I chose BIM over that. 2005 or 6, early 2005-6, that's when I met Professor Venkatesh Kumar at BIM. I was there as an alumni, but I was there as a recruiter at that point of time. Professor Venkatesh Kumar finished his OR paper, most dreaded paper, I'm sure, for all of you guys as well. So we were having evening tea. He said, sir, can you come to DOMS? I said, what is the motivation for me, other than Pondicherry? He said, no, sir, I really wanted you to come. I said, okay, go back. And I gave him an exercise. Unlike him giving you guys exercise, I gave him exercise in 2005. You go back to your college, come back and tell me, or call me a week later, how many of your DOMS students are working with the TCS. I was with the TCS at that point of time. 3 days later, he gave me a list of students. I did spoke to them. Then I was kind of felt impressed with that set of people whom I did speak from your college. 3 weeks later, I was here for recruitment. He asked the first question, thank you for coming, but he asked how many people you are willing to pick up. I said, how many you can offer? Because at that time, we were ramping up big time. So the question was how many you could offer. I said, we have a strict evaluation process. If people can clear the evaluation process, we will make it. And I think we went back with handful at that point of year. A couple of years later, we picked up few more. But my relationship, my friendship with Professor Venkatesh Kumar stayed very, very strong since then. Even for this, 2 months back, he called up and he said, keep that weekend free. That was the instruction I got. I said, okay, fine. So next question was, should I come on Saturday morning or Friday night? He said, that I'll let you know later. He's still letting me know. But then Professor Priyazuddin did call me about a month after that and then said, this is the day you're going to be there. I said, fine, I'll take it. So maybe a couple of minutes, Viksit Bharat, what it means for each and every one of you, right? When I read about Viksit Bharat from 2019, it says, Sabke Saath, Sabke Vikas, Sabke Viswas, and Sabke Prayas. What it means in English is everyone's support, everyone's development, everyone's faith, and everyone's effort. If you have to translate in Tamil, it says, Anaivarin Adaravu, Anaivarin Valarchi, Anaivarin Nambikkai, Anaivarin Muyarchi. But what I would say is, it is not the order in which I would like to keep it, right? I would say everybody has to have a faith that you guys can make a difference, and each and every one of us can make a difference. If that faith is there in each and every one of you, you will definitely make the effort to achieve that faith or to follow that effort. When you make that effort, development will come. When you get the development, you see the development, people around you will automatically support you. And that is exactly what happened in India. Pre-independence, I would say not many of you would relate to it, but some of us can relate to it, is that we had the first series of 5-year plans. If you read your economics textbook, Indian economics textbook, the first few chapters are MRTP or the five-year planning or the 5-year planning. I really don't know what happened to the 5-year planning and all of that. And then sometime in early 2000s, the Planning Commission itself got disbanded. So today, Planning Commission is probably the big monolithic legacy. It's gone. It's not there anymore. There was a huge hue and cry, but I would say India has got disturbed and kind of changed post that, right? But having said all of that, what it means for us at this point of time, right? What the industry is expecting. I'm in the industry for the last 30 years. I've seen the ups and downs. Every 5 year I'm seeing an up, and every 5 year I'm seeing a downward in this one. Professor Venkatesh Kumar talked about 12,000 crores. That's simple mathematics, right? 1 crore for every person to be laid off. What's investment companies like TCS has made, and what is the cost of cost of releasing people out of that. So in the worst case, company like TCS would do it. But why would somebody would spend that much money without a return on investment? Because all of you know what it means, return on investment means, right? So there is something, because today the industry is changing so much and so dynamically, and every other day there is a change in that one. So what we are seeing in the industry is that very, very rapid amount of technological change. 5 years back, we were talking about extreme levels of automation, but then the concept came of AI. The programming language, like what I have learned, like Lisp and all of that, is not there, but agentic AI is coming in right now. The vector-based algorithms, once upon a time, about 10 years back, was impossible to get it done because there was hardly any hardware was out there at that point of time. Today, we have hardware wherein I could use a vector-based databases and get all my agent AI results in a much, much shorter period of time. You would have seen 5 years back when you are Googling for your school projects, or when your early engineering projects or your early undergrad projects, Google will not give you a summary. Today, Google, when you do a Google or when you go to Microsoft Bing, the first is the AI generated summary. And then it tells you, do I want to go deeper? And if you have access to ChatGPT and all of that, you get much more. So that's a level of change it is giving. But what it means for you, I'll come back to you on that one, right? And what I'm seeing in the market is that huge amount of skills gap. What you study is probably, I would say, about 50% relevant for us in the market and 50% irrelevant. But end of the day, you have to go through that because that is fundamental sophism. And today, the other thing what we are seeing in the industry is like shared resources, right? I am able to share a particular skill set or a resource across technologies, across projects, and that is something which we are doing. And the competition. Today, the competition on every product which is out there in the market, every service which is out there, the competition is extremely high. People are looking at value. What is the value this particular product is giving it to me over the others? I'm sure in your phones, you will have Swiggy, Zomato, and maybe a few others. If you have any, I would say, ride-hailing services, I'm sure you will have Ola, Uber, Rapido, Red Taxi, blah, blah, blah. So there's not one application where you have only one application, or there is one services where you have only one. But that's the level of competition we have, right? So what do we need in the industry? Extreme, strong, I would say, focus, understanding of the fundamentals. Fundamentals are not going to be changing. Those who know how to write code, even today I tell my team members like you who join, end of the day it is if, else, and if. If condition A is met, do this. If not met, do this, else, close it. That is how it is. The fundamentals are not going to be changing at all in your lifetime. So get your fundamentals extremely strong. Only when you get your fundamentals strong, you'll be able to unlearn when you get into the job and relearn so that you become a master in that subject, right? And be adaptive, be curious, be inquisitive, and be a probing person, okay? What I see in this generation, you can call me as a boomer generation. Yes, I belong to the boomer generation, but I work with people of next generation. I've been working with people of the next generation. What I see missing is that your inquisitiveness, your ability to be curious, your ability to probing, it's kind of gradually coming down. If you guys have to create that, or you have to rebuild that, and you have to get that habits back. Be a child whenever you're learning. Go find it, not through mobile. Google, again, I'm saying Google, just a search engine, right, which all. Do not search in that. Go find what else is out there. You're becoming an extremely narrow-focused for people because the search engine gives you a very, very narrow set of results. It doesn't give you a bigger picture. As an MBA, as a leader, you got to have a bigger picture vision. And if that is missing, trust me in this, by 2047, what we are expecting to be a developed nation or a nation which can sustain on its own, it's not going to happen. Because gone are the days when my generation or when we all graduated, going abroad and getting work abroad is very, very easy. But today it's not. It is difficult. The tariff regimes are going to be there out there. Today it is there in the US because thanks to the president of the US, but tomorrow someone else will come in, right? So every country is going to be very, very self-focused because they're all going to look at it because that's where the money is, that's where the politics takes it. But as a leaders, future leaders, in 25 years from now, it's for you to make that difference. And that making a difference should start today. Right? What we are doing as an industry, like people like me, we all keep saying that you are producing not so good students. But a lot of times, personally and professionally, we kind of collaborate with the schools like yours where we look at curriculum corrections, we re-look at a lot of correction, we re-look at a lot of new topics to be introduced. I remember when I was speaking to Professor Riazuddin and your Professor Venkatesh Kumar, sometimes when I tell them that, guys, sir, can you look at these things? They'll say, no, sir, you are the faculty, so please come and spend 2 days or 3 days. We do that. A lot of us do that because that is the choice. We as the leaders, many of us who are here in this floor, have made us to come back and say, okay, what can I give it back to the society? It's more of not my organization's requirement. We do it out of our love to give it back to the students. So you guys should understand that we are coming here not for anything else. It's for us. Because we wanted our generation contributed to the next generation so that tomorrow, when I decide to leave my job, I have a legacy to be kept. The legacy is not based on what name I've earned. The legacy is based on what I have built it for the upcoming society. And that is what we are looking at it. And that's exactly what you guys also should look at it, right? I'll just probably spend another 2 minutes on talking about one thing, right? Today, everybody is talking about global capability centers. 20 years back, I would say this was a taboo topic. I remember the very first time when I took one of the biggest brand name in the world. It's a top 10 brand names in the world. And I was in the US, living in Atlanta at that point of time. Every time my CEO or my C-suite folks come to that, they'll ask me, why are you not having them as a client? At the end of my time in Atlanta, I did break that taboo and then said, the first time they said, we wanted to look at a build, operate, transfer model. I was this close to losing my job or make a difference there. But then I took bold steps and said I went back to the board, I went back to the CEO and convinced them. And that was probably the first GCC I could think of 22 years back. Today, we have almost about 1,800 GCCs in India, generating employment worth about 200,000 people, 2.9 million, that's based on the NASSCOM count. Our vision is to have almost about 3,000 GCCs and about 4 million people and about 110 billion business. That's the next generation from IT. What it means for India as a brand name is that people across the globe have started considering India as a developed nation already. We are there, but we still wanted to call ourselves as a developing nation because we still are in the learning process. While I know one of the previous speakers said that we are a country of imitation, I beg to disagree there. Yes, we imitate few things, we imitate few good things, but we are also a country of innovation. Simple as that, starting with the innovation of zero, the concept of zero, right? That's where it started. But today, if you look at it, companies are setting up the GCC because the talent for doing innovation things are missing across the globe. With all the tariffs and the visa restrictions, what we are seeing from the developing countries or the developed countries, India is probably the only country in the world which has the manpower and it has the capacity to support the world in its innovation. Today, if you talk about it, every big brand name, every big Fortune 5000 companies are setting up a GCC in India. They start small, but they grow bigger. But it also comes with a lot of risk for you. You will get a job which will pay you 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs right out of the college, but that's the only good side of it. The second good side of it that you will have the ability to work in the cutting edge technology. Third thing, you could say that I'm the part of the innovation, but that's the good side of the story, right? Every good side will have the bad side. The bad side is that all of us today have to agree to the fact that we are dispensable in our organization. Very fact that if I don't update myself, I will be dispensed with the next day. This Monday, exactly 5 days back, we had a meeting with our CEOs in Mumbai. She was there for a big pitch of a new GCC, which we are trying to set up with for one of the biggest brands here, almost about 8,000 people. She herself was there. When she had a one-on-one with all the few other MDs, their choice was that you become generative AI person, otherwise you will be out of your job tomorrow. That's the message we have. So while in GCC, if you're not adaptive, if you're not inquisitive, if you've stopped learning, you're out of the job. The second thing is that no employment is guaranteed in the future. That is how it is going to be. Gone are the days where you say that I get a job in few of the companies and I am done for my retirement. That is for our generation, not for your generation. Things are dispensable. If it is today, if Ola doesn't work, you go to Uber. Uber doesn't work, you go to Rapido. That is how it is going to be. If you don't do the job, I go to someone else and get the job done. And that is how it is going to be. That is how GCCs are going to be working. So the choice is up to you to make that one. So you make the effort. You have a faith in yourself. You make the effort. Development will come automatically. When you see, when there is a development in and around you, there will be support for you. The ecosystem takes care of yourself. Okay? So with that, I will close.
Our next chief guest is a person who has spent over 15 years at NASSCOM, driving India's digital skilling mission by building strong partnership between academia, government, and industry to shape a future-ready workforce. Though he couldn't be in person due to earlier commitments, we are grateful that he sent his message. We request Professor S. Riyasuddin to convey his thoughts.
I read the message of Mr. Uday Shankar of NASCOM, Director. Dear students, faculty, and organizer of Synapse 2526, I sincerely regret that due to sudden changes in my travel plan, I am unable to attend the inaugural session of Synapse 2526. I truly wish I could have been there to engage with you all in person. I am confident that the event will be a great success and will provide a platform for meaningful discussions and innovative ideas. I look forward to visiting Pondicherry University soon for an exclusive session with the students and to share perspective and building a future-ready India. Wishing the management team, students, volunteers, and all participants an inspiring and enriching Synapse 2526. May your deliberation and your activities pave the way for creativity, collaboration, and a strong connection between academia and industry. Warm regards, Uday Shankar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for reading the message, and a heartfelt thanks to Mr. Uday Shankar for inspiring words and truly motivating us to strive for excellence.
As we celebrate Synapse, we are delighted to unveil our placement brochure showcasing the excellence of our students. I would now like to invite our placement coordinator, Dr. N. Srinivasan sir, to the dais. I also request our chief guest, Mr. Siddhantan, to kindly release the placement brochure.
Thank you to all the dignitaries for this significant and memorable moment.
To conclude the grand inaugural session, may I invite Mr. Avamshi Krishna, Chairperson of Synapse 2526, to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to all, distinguished dignitaries, esteemed faculty members, respected industry leaders, and valued guests, and my dear fellow students. I stand before you today the immense gratitude and profound request, rising to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of all entire Synapse 2026 organizing committee and all of us present here. Your presidential address today set the perfect tone for this grand gathering, and your unwavering support of initiatives like Synapse continues to inspire excellence across our university. I would also like to express our deepest gratitude to Professor Natarajan, Dean of School of Management, whose inaugural address provided us with profound insights and inspiring perspectives. Your words have truly resonated each of us, reinforcing our commitment to bridging academia and industry. We are profoundly grateful to our Venkatesh Kumar, Head of Department of Management Studies, for his warm welcome and continuous guidance in orchestrating this management event. I also thank Dr. R. Kaslingam for his energetic address. I thank him for his service that he has extended for the market of this event. I would like to especially thank Dr. S. Riyasuddin, Professor and Faculty Coordinator of Synapse 2025 and 26, for his meticulous planning, thoughtful theme, articulation, and unwavering commitment to ensure the event aspect of the event reflects excellence and innovation. Our sincere appreciation goes to our distinguished chief guest, Mr. R. Siddharth, Managing Director of Accenture India. Your keynote addresses have provided us with invaluable insights into industry trends, digital transformation, and evolving landscape of global workforce. Your experience spanning decades and multiple contents have enriched our understanding, have inspired our aspirants. To all distinguished panelists and industry experts who will be engaging with us throughout the day in discussion on finance, marketing, operations, and HR and entrepreneurship, we thank for dedicating your time and expertise to nurture the generation of business leaders. I would like to acknowledge the remarkable efforts of the entire MBA students community and organizing team of Synapse 2026. Your meticulous coordination, tireless dedication, and creative execution has transformed this vision into reality. This event stands as a testament to your commitment and passion. We also extend our gratitude to Pondicherry University to providing the platform and infrastructure to all administrative and support staff who have worked behind the scenes to ensure the seamless conduct for this event. Last but not least, I thank each and every one of you, our guests, faculty, industry leaders, and fellow students for gracing this occasion with your presence. Your enthusiasm and active participation will undoubtedly make Synapse 2026 a truly transformative and memorable experience. As we move forward into diverse panel discussions and engagement planned for today, let us carry with us the inspiration, knowledge, and connection and this platform provides together. We are not just attending an event, we are participating in a confluence of ideas that shape our professional future. With these words, I conclude this vote of thanks, hoping this Synapse 2026 will be a resounding success and catalyst for meaningful industry-institute collaboration. Thank you.